Hello folks, my name is David Matherson and I am a US government agent. In the past, I have worked for the US Pentagon and have also worked within the US black budgets researching UAPs, including interstellar objects entering our Milky Way galaxy and solar system. After reviewing the latest data from the asteroid system, otherwise known as Atlas Terrestrial Impact Last Alert, which is a system of 4 survey telescopes 99.4 miles apart in the Hawaiian Islands, including the South African Astronomical Observatory and Atlas IV in Chile, I wish to advise that our new interstellar visitor, 3I Atlas, which is the third interstellar object after Oumuamua and Borisov, is a comet from the parallel universe. The reason we believe that 3I Atlas is a comet from the parallel universe is because it has a dust tail in front of its nucleus, rather than behind its nucleus, which suggests reverse polarity. And this dust tail would have accumulated during its interstellar travel from within the parallel universe over 7 billion years ago, rather than from within our own Milky Way's thin disk or thick disk as originally reported. The parallel universe, which has reverse polarity to our own universe, was reported by Dr. Ranga Ramchari in 2015 after he analyzed the cosmic radiation spectrum and found a signal 4,500 times brighter than it should have been, based on the number of protons and electrons which scientists believe to have existed in the very early universe. The law of polarity posits that the universe operates within a spectrum of dualities, where every phenomenon has an opposite, and paradoxically, each is an integral part of the whole. If we were able to view the surface of 3I Atlas with an electron microscope, we would likely find its surface to include unusual compositions of crystals, including fluffier microscopic structures that aren't found on the surface of comets from our solar system. The asteroid last alert system, otherwise known as ATLAS, with the aid of the Hubble Space Telescope, which is located between 364 to 379 miles of Earth's orbit, has found that 3I Atlas is traveling through our solar system at a speed of 130,000 miles per hour, which is the highest velocity ever recorded for a solar system visitor. This high speed suggests that it has been zooming through interstellar space for billions of years, after originating from the parallel universe and being sped up by the gravitational force of stars and nebulae from our own universe. We believe that 3I Atlas is intelligently controlled because it has been adjusting its hyperbolic trajectory past the Sun with a very fast hyperbolic excess velocity of 36 miles per second relative to the Sun. This will allow 3I Atlas to fly at a distance of 18 million miles to Mars on October the 3rd, 2025, but it will not come closer than 170 million miles to Earth, so it poses no threat to Earth. The Asteroid Last Alert System, otherwise known as ATLAS, with the aid of the Hubble Space Telescope, show that 3I Atlas is traveling on a retrograde orbit that runs almost perfectly along the plane of our solar system's ecliptic, which means that it is moving in the opposite direction of the planets while still hugging the same flat disk in which they all orbit the Sun. The reason why 3I Atlas is traveling in the opposite direction of the planets in our solar system is because this interstellar comet originated from the parallel universe, which has reverse polarity to our own universe, and not because it is traveling too fast as reported by the media. There is a possibility that if 3I Atlas keeps adjusting its hyperbolic trajectory past the Sun above the projected trajectory, it could impact the planet Mars around its closest approach on October 3rd, 2025. However, if its hyperbolic trajectory remains unchanged, it will pass Mars at a distance of 1,864 times 10 to the 8 miles. We have found that the nucleus of 3I Atlas has an abundance of carbon dioxide and nickel and is too large to have developed from within our own universe. This is because there was not enough matter and energy available in our universe from its inception 13.7 billion years ago to make such a comet of this immense proportion over a period of only 7 billion years, which is the estimated age of the comet. 3I Atlas is very large, with an estimated diameter of around 3.5 miles around its nucleus, and weighs more than 33 billion tons. 3I Atlas is expected to make its closest pass to Earth on its way past Mars on October 3rd, 2025, before it exits our solar system and resumes its interstellar journey. 3I Atlas is currently making its journey through the solar system at an unprecedented speed of 130,000 miles per hour as a result of interstellar ejection from the parallel universe, and has not been found to be using teleportation during its journey. Teleportation is the transfer of matter or energy from one point to another without using the physical space between both points. The observation that 3I Atlas is not using teleportation shows us that if 3I Atlas is actually exotic in nature, then its crater or craters were unable to include teleportation technology in its construction. This means that 3I Atlas is not as technologically advanced as some of the 40-plus crashed UAPs, which the United States has recovered, stored, and back-engineered that have been found to have teleportation technology on board. We have found evidence showing us that 3I Atlas could be powered by a form of advanced plasma or nuclear energy, and it is exhibiting a highly unusual and rhythmic blinking pattern with a frequency of every 147 seconds. This rhythm has been detected both in its thermal emissions and in low-band electromagnetic pulses recorded by our radio telescopes. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.